Devon said I was racist, so I told him he should make a World of Warcraft race quiz.
I like the way that we're going about this. And to be fair, I didn't call you racist. I called Coop racist, and he is.
Well, he
Um,
isn't. He
well,
isn't.
he is definitively. You can't say half those words and not be racist. In
Mm.
fact, you could say one of those words and be called racist. Quite frankly.
But he didn't say it, so
Well,
yeah.
he said
But
all
we're
of
doing
it.
a World of Warcraft race quiz today. That's what we're up to. I know next to nothing about World of Warcraft. I have seen the film.
Why did you
Don't
see
know
the
much about
film?
the
Not even I saw the film, and I've played the game for like years.
I have heard the film is good for people that know World of Warcraft, but it makes no sense to
I heard
people
it was
like
just
me.
bad
Who've
all
never.
all around. That's what I heard.
I don't remember it being like terrible, but the only other World of Warcraft thing I know is that I don't know if this was the case in the US, but in like 2007, a Mr. T would do an advert where it was World of Warcraft, and I can't remember
Yeah.
much else beyond that, but I remember that. So I don't really know much about World of Warcraft. I know Devon plays it, and a few of our other friends play it, but
I'm
for
gonna say
me,
I
it's
was off
probably
of it
just
for a long time. I started playing it in about seventh, eighth grade because Zacharias got me into it. Then around my like second year of college, third year of college, somewhere around then, I stopped playing it because Zach stopped playing it with me. And then just recently, like in the past few weeks, Zach. Well, Zach has been asking for years for us to play it again, but a few weeks back, I finally said yes, and now we're back into it. So yeah,
yeah. I didn't get an invite, so
you wouldn't have played if you did. I know you
yeah,
wouldn't have.
this is true. This is true. So we are just going to do this quiz that Devon has made. Devon wanted me to emphasize that he is not going to try and target the cool race that he knows he could
Well,
get
we
because
all
he
know what
made
the
the quiz.
coolest race is, and I'm not going to try to target the answers to do it, but I will
Yeah.
probably get that result because I made this quiz.
Um, But yeah, I'm going to jump into this with question number one. What trait matters most in a leader? Now, Devon, what do you think matters most in a leader based on these four
I think it has to be
traits?
adaptability. You have to be able to adapt
That's what
to the
I was thinking.
situation you find yourself in.
That's what I was thinking. Your ideal home would be a massive thriving city, deep wilderness, a mountain stronghold, somewhere exotic and mysterious. I do love a good city. You know, I lived close to Philadelphia, close to Edinburgh these days. I'm leaning towards city. What about yourself?
I chose city because two of those are nature and I hate nature, and the other one it implies potential danger, and I don't want to be. I want to be safe, essentially.
Fair enough. In conflict, you usually stay calm and negotiate, strike first, outthink the opponent, endure until they fail. Ooh, I'm leaning towards stay calm and negotiate
I'm
and
gonna say that
endure.
I feel like my idea in the first one was for you stay calm and negotiate because that felt right to me because I was like Scott is the negotiator. Ah, the negotiator. I know that.
But see, I think we may have discussed this when we did the chess video, but
So
I have.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but when I think of endure till they fall, I think of Zach when on fight nights he would literally his strategy was I will take every punch you can throw until you're tired enough that I can literally pin you down to the ground. He would
Yeah.
literally get punched until you literally were tired enough that he could take you down.
Hmm. See, I'm thinking with the chess, and what I would used to do is I knew that I would be the last person picked up and we'd play after school. So I could just try to survive until then and not really have a proper win, but they'd have to leave, so I'd win.
I'd argue
Um,
that was outthinking the opponent there because that's not really enduring as much as it is like stalling.
True. I'm going to say stay calm and negotiate. That's normally like I'm thinking about an incident that happened today, and that was me.
Oh yeah,
What about yourself? What did you say?
I said outthink the opponent. I'm a big Joseph Joestar fan. You're about to
What?
say, Devin, that's not accurate.
Devin, that's not accurate for me. How
Oh,
did he know?
how did he know?
What motivates you most? I am my living. You are my living legacy. I think it's purpose.
I said
I
the
think
same
it's
thing.
finding some purpose. What environment feels most comforting? Um, you know, I'm going to say open plains. But when I pictured that, I'm imagining, the windows, the old Windows background that's like this massive field. Sort of looks like the Teletubbies. That's my most comforting place. Not sitting by the computer, but if that, well, I'm imagining it is real somewhere. That's what I want. Big
Israel?
open plain.
Scott's getting
um,
political today.
what floor sounds most dangerous? Ooh. It's emotional instability for me, and by
That's for
that,
me too as
in
well.
my head, it's the reason I don't drink is because I don't want to lose control. Um, what did you say?
I also said emotional instability, especially if we think of it from like a leader perspective, where you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm pissed, so I'm gonna lead all my men into this thing that's obviously probably a trap, but I'm too angry to think about that."
Yeah. Now, for what kinds of magic is that healing magic?
Holy would be power from a god or goddess.
Hmm. See, if it's not that, like, I don't believe in God or goddesses, so what's the closest to healing
I mean, to be
magic?
fair, in most fantasy settings, the healing magic does come from god and goddesses.
I suppose I'll have to go for it. Okay. What did you say?
I said arcane because there's a lot you can do there.
Right, okay, Devon. How would you describe me out of these characteristics?
You're very reliable, which is what I would say for you.
Okay. Do you want me to take a crack at you?
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing it, you might as well do me as well.
I think you are also reliable, but I also see you as a bit reserved, just based on a few conversations. But I don't mean that in a bad way.
No,
Um,
I mean, I am more reserved typically. I talk much
yeah,
more in our friend group than I do in like most other settings.
yeah. I'm going to lean towards reserved, but I want you to know you are reliable as well.
Okay.
What kind of victory is best? Ooh. Uh, I see. I do love an unexpected victory. Um, hmm.
I chose one that proves superiority because that's always the one that makes you feel good. You're like, yeah, fuck you, you piece of shit. God damn it, fuck you.
See, I'm just thinking to the Yukio match, and like the fact that we didn't know where that was going. That
I
was
would say my
great.
second one would be one earned honorably because an honorable win is a great one as
True.
well.
Mhm. I'll say the expected one. What aesthetic appeals most to you? Refined elegance, rugged practicality, ancient mysticism, organized sophistication. Now, what is the difference between the first and the last one in your mind?
So, you know, organization, organized sophistication is more of like a we are, you know, we're very organized. Things are very orderly, whereas like elegance is like, you know, we are the top of the best, the very best. Like it's sophisticated because it's organized, or it's refined, elegant. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, right? Does
Yeah.
basically it's kind of like they're both they're very similar, but the main difference is like one is more about like, oh, we are elegant, we are superior in this way or not, but the other one's more like, no, we are sophisticated. We will. It's more like organized sophistication is more like a modern society, whereas elegance is more like an elven society. Does that make
Right,
more
okay, I
sense?
will say the sophistication one. What are you going with?
I went refined elegance, so I chose the other one.
Mm. If civilization collapsed, you would. Uh,
You know what would have been a good way to describe it? Kaiba versus Pegasus. Both similar in some ways, but though that's kind of the difference, you know.
Ooh. Yeah. Um, I think I would adapt creatively. I hope.
I would
Yeah.
either, well, I think truthfully, I probably would go survive out on my own. I'm like, oh, if civilization's gone, good luck. I'm gonna go make sure I survive.
Yeah, I think I'd need to know like what's the situation. Like maybe it makes no sense to rebuild if it's like constant bad weather. Like you need to do something else. Um, which virtue matters most? I have always been. I am curious though, but I think
Oh,
I
you're
think we should all just
curious,
be
all right.
quiet. What does that mean,
no,
Devon? What does that
no,
mean?
no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's focus on your thoughts.
No, 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 no. What does that mean,
We're on a
Devon?
time crunch, Scott. We gotta keep moving.
I will question you on this. Don't think I won't. Don't make me destroy you. I'm going to say compassion for me.
I ironically chose curiosity.
Oh yeah, we know you are. We know. What kind of stories do you prefer? Oh, I love a good tragedy. Honestly, I love a good tragedy. Like Kingdom Hearts Days, it's my favorite Kingdom Hearts story just because of that tragedy. Oh yeah.
I chose tragedies as well.
How do you react to authority? I think there should be a fifth option, which is I am scared by it.
Well, what
I,
do you do
I,
because you're scared by it?
uh,
I think the answer would be work within it because you are, you know,
but see,
or at
sometimes
least
I'm like,
respect
it
it.
makes no sense why we're doing it like this, so I will challenge it.
Okay.
Um,
I remember just the
yeah,
other day when we were walking down the street and you looked at that cop and goes, "I don't think you're allowed to wear that hat." So you walked over and took it right off his head.
I did, and I wear it every day. I look better in it than he does.
He was just so flabbergasted.
What are you doing for that? Are you respecting it?
I said, ironically, because in Devus Scottus, I'm always telling people to challenge authority, but ironically, I probably am working within authority. Because there's levels of authority, and it's like, well, I work within it. It's like, hey, I'm going to listen to what they have to say and do what they tell me to do.
Devin, did you write this question in mind for me? What scares you the most?
No, and
Losing
ironically,
control.
though, we do have the exact same answer.
Your ideal weapon would be. I could see it being something experimental, but I do.
Goes, I'm going to
You need
use
to
this
say
rubber
it,
ducky that's supposed to explode each time I hit something with
but
it.
um, I do like being the idea of like this magician, but a blade could be nice. Like, I'm going to say. No, I'm going to say magic. I know I'm a magic user. What did you say?
I said the refined blade. So the funny thing
Ooh.
is like a lot of the ones that you go back and forth on, I typically take the other option, which is really funny.
What role do you usually take in groups? Honestly, I can be all of these, which makes me want to say wildcard, only because like I can fit in and do all sorts of things. Like it really just depends on what the group needs. I'm going to say wild card. I don't think people know what to expect of me.
Wow, card, bitches.
What did you say?
I said strategist because I think back to my time in Baldur's Gate. I was always the guy that was making sure, like, planning things like days ahead of being like, okay, if we do this, this, and this, then everyone gets the romance that they want, and we can do this and that, and then stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. What matters most in life? Now, there is a quote from Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I think you've seen this part, so I can say it. It's very early on. Tifa asks Cloud like why he came to Midgar, and he says, "Long time ago, I made a promise." And he's implying he made a promise to her that he would always be there. So that is something that I have always been like, "Oh, that's so me," and I have said that to people before. So I'm going to say loyalty.
Oh yeah, I chose
What about you?
balance because you need
No.
to balance different parts of your life. I think that's important.
What quality do you admire most? Discipline, passion, wisdom, resourcefulness. How about you tell me what you're going to pick for this because I'm not sure yet.
I think passion is the one that I choose. I respect a lot of these, but passion is like when you meet someone who is like very passionate about their work. Like I've talked about the Fallout, like the teams that work on Fallout fan projects and the amount of passion they put into their works. Like I don't know, I admire it so much.
Yeah, you know what? That's mine because I know this is rare for Devus Scottus, but if you want to know what my sort of person is romantically, it is someone that is passionate. That gets me going. Awooga.
All right, next question.
How do you handle emotional pain? Hmm.
Simple, Scott. You hide it. That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, I think I do. I bury that. No one sees the pain that I'm
You either
in.
gotta hide it or distract yourself.
Yeah, sometimes both. Sometimes it can be the same
Sometimes a
thing.
little column A, a little column B.
Well, actually, it's column D. Actually, it's more like a row, but I'm going to say
Well,
hide it.
well.
What kind of culture appeals to you the most? I think it is scholarly. I do like ancient, seeing that. But I'm a scholar. I know I'm a scholar. Yeah, I'm
Well,
going to
here's
say
the
scholar.
thing. We say, because we had the same line of thought, I feel like there. We say ancient and ritualistic until they're like, no, 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 the child must die. The gods above have said so. And you're like, no, no, the child doesn't have to die. And they're like, nope, sorry, the gods said it. We rolled the dice. The dice said the child
True.
has to die.
I didn't think of it like that. I thought of it like
Well,
if I
I
was
know
going to a museum.
there is a cool side of it as well, but like I'm just saying at the end of the day, there are flaws there which I think we are
Yeah,
both men of
no,
logic so that like if the logic doesn't add up, it's going to piss us off.
yeah. So I was just thinking like if I went to a museum, what would I want to see? And like I do like ancient things, but no, it wouldn't be a museum. It would be like, hey, you were involved in some ancient god thing. Like, I don't know if I want that. Um, which phrase resonates the most? Knowledge is power, strength and honor, balance in all things, survive no matter what. Uh, I think it might be balance for me. But,
For me, it was survive no matter what. I've had enough games that have given me the objective survive. And my parents' whole thing was like, oh, you gotta watch out for yourself because no one else is gonna. So you gotta figure out how to, take care of yourself. And it's like, okay, well, survive no matter what. That's the goal.
your ideal companion would be loyal and dependable, intelligent and witty, calm and thoughtful, fierce and passionate. I think there has to be a little bit of intelligence. It has to have some banter. Um, yeah, we're going to say intelligent and witty. What about yourself?
Loyal and dependable. And that's why you're here on Devus Scottus.
Oh, so You're thinking of it like that. I'm thinking like, who would I like to date?
Well, I also would want someone loyal and dependable. That's also very important to me.
How important is tradition? I come from a family where we, for better or for worse, do not do a lot of traditional things. Sometimes I wish we did. I feel like I'm missing a lot. But maybe that's what my family will be like. But I'm very good at adapting and not doing things on the day. So I'm going to say it's mostly restrictive.
I
Oh,
I
yeah,
personally
yeah,
say
mostly restrictive.
depends on the tradition. Because sometimes it's fine, and sometimes it's like, oh, well, that's a fun tradition. You should take the moments to celebrate the fun things. But if it's a tradition that is keeping you from doing things that you care about, then it's just restrictive.
Which flaw do you tolerate least in others? This first one I can accept because, you know, not everyone can be brave all the time. And who knows the situation they're in. Arrogance, everyone is arrogant at some point.
I was just saying, if you
And
chose that one, I was
everyone
gonna get real worried.
can.
I was like,
Now, why is but I do find when people are dishonest, like, oh, gets me going.
liar!
Um,
You turned him against me.
what would tempt you most? Hmm.
I already know the answer to this one because
You,
I've thought about it
it's
myself.
immortality for you, right?
Oh
Has to
yeah,
be.
it's by far that one.
I don't know if any of these really would tempt me, but I'm going to say unlimited knowledge. Because if I had that, then it would maybe help me find the solution to my real problems. Um,
Hmm. Scott,
God.
you project friendly warmth.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Scott, I hate you.
I
Is
thought
that
you
what you
were
thought I
going
was
to
gonna
say.
say?
No, I thought it's chaotic intensity.
You're chaotic, but not intense. That's the difference.
See, I just thought it was like an intense level of chaos.
Intense is like what
Okay,
James likes to be. James likes to be intense.
okay. Then I will be chaotic, friendly warmth.
That's right.
Now, if I were to say one for you, controlled ambition, I would say.
I like the sound of that.
Which setting sounds most appealing? Don't know what this is, but moonlit ruins sounds beautiful.
It does.
What kind of intelligence matters most? Emotional intelligence, scientific intelligence, spiritual intelligence, tactical intelligence. For me, I think it's emotional intelligence. I like to have those thought-provoking conversations where it's like, how would that make you feel? Doing all that, like, yeah, emotional intelligence for me. What about yourself?
So I was torn because I didn't know. I was like, if we look at it as like a personal scale, I'd probably say tactical intelligence because that's what's benefited me most in life. But on like a global scale, I think scientific intelligence is very important for the world.
Yeah. Okay. At your core, you are, I have to say, Guardian. I hope people feel safe around me. I don't know if they do, but that's always my hope. Like, they can come to me and I can help. I'm going to say a Guardian, but I won't answer yet because I know I'll be thrown into answer time.
I
Um,
chose a survivor because I think that's what I am. I survive. That's what I do.
yeah. Right, a Guardian Night Elf.
Ooh, that's actually a really cool result for you.
I'm surprised because normally when I do sorts of things like this, I end up being a human. So,
Well, let's see
um,
how close you were because you could see the different results below to see how close you were to human. Who was your
yeah,
fourth result? It wasn't here. Let's
I
actually
could have
make
been
this
a
big for the
blood elf.
recording. So actually, you're tied for Blood Elf. which is funny because
Yeah.
my answer is Blood Elf. I
Well,
am
what does
not
that?
close to Night Elf though. My closest second result is 8 points behind.
I'm
Blood
looking at
Elves
this.
actually were Night Elves at one point.
I'm
Blood
not even
Elf
looking at this.
is basically a Night Elf that was like, hey, we're gonna keep practicing magic and do stuff like that. They were basically banished from the Night Elf Society for refusing to stop doing arcane experiments.
So what does
Night
this mean on
Elves,
the right here, Devon? Why? Why are there more scores here?
so those are for how many people have taken the quiz, and oh man, we're getting some real artifacting on your screen. But yeah, so typically that means that's other people that have taken the quizzes, and that's what other people have gotten. So 4 people who have taken the test have gotten Pandaren, 3 have gotten Undead, and so on and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are,
Interesting.
I think, one of 2 people who actually no, on my screen I only see one Night Elf, but maybe it's because we took it at the same time.
Yeah, you might have submitted yours earlier.
Yeah. So
It's
you
like
are one of 2 people who have taken the quiz and gotten Night Elf, which is pretty cool. I am one of
too
4 people
cool.
who've gotten Blood Elf. So
Well,
yeah,
that's interesting because on mine it says 3, which disproves our theory about me coming in early. Which no, I never do that. I never come early. I never come early.
that is okay. So if it's showing another number, if it's showing 3, it might actually be counting me twice because I did take it early. Because so yeah, I'm like 2 of the 4 Blood Elves that have taken this. Yeah, it's Night Elf is so I'm because that was the one that came up on top for you. I know that you tied with Blood Elf, but I'd like to think that you're a Night Elf. Night Elf are the more gentle nature kind of elves that are like, oh, well, we believe in like preserving the environment, taking care of the like creatures and everything else. They're good people. They're very like classical elf kind of vibe.
Yeah, yeah. So we
Whereas
take
blood
care of.
elves are the ones where like, so we all got addicted to magic. And now we are constantly draining it from all the other living creatures because we don't really have a suitable source of magic to sustain ourselves.
So you're telling me that my guy likes to protect all the little forest creatures, all the little, you know, animals?
That's right, and I
Huh?
like to drain the life out of them.
Oh, watch it, mate. Don't even go there.
You're not allowed to legally be within 50 feet of me, so you should be leaving.
Yeah, but we're on the internet, mate, and believe me, mate, you're in trouble soon.
Uh, I'm in trouble. Buddy, the amount of legal trouble you're going to be in when I reveal the contents of that
None of it's been
shoebox.
proven. No, none of it's been
Uh
proven.
huh.
None of it.
Uh huh.
I didn't. You're making up a
So you're going to
rumors
say
on
that
me.
you didn't touch those kids then?